At 10-3. 10-3. £10,300. That's an internet bid still with David, I believe, Will.
It is, yeah.
David's there at 10-3. He's been in almost from the start, I think. There you go. Been trying very hard. Thank you very much for your bids, David. I'm going to bring the hammer down. I'm going to sell it to David then. You two then. You're out at 10,003. Hey up, look out. Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you 100% sure? 10-4. 10,004. That's not a CB radio call. That's 10,004, not 10-4. Good buddy. 10-4 to you. 10-4. David, he's just woken up, that fella, at 10,004. What's David going to do? Is he going to come back at 10-5? You've come this far, David, I suppose. At 10,004. 10,400. You're out at the moment, David. I think one more might do it, in all fairness, but 10,004. 10-5. 10-5. Andy's declared he's out. David's in at 10-5. I'm going to bring the hammer down because David's been trying very hard from the beginning. Are you sure, Alan? I'll just give you a few seconds and then that's it. At 10,005 going once, going twice, third and last time at £10,500. Too late, David's got it. There you go, well done, David. Good lad. There you are now, Kawasaki KX 1200, there we are, what a machine that is, with a few spare bits and pieces there as well. There you are, look at that, that's good value for money, isn't it? £2,000 bid. At 2,000 we've got 21, 2, 3, 23, 24. At 2,004, £2,400, that's good value that. 2,400. Come on, we'll do your magic. 2,400. £2,400 we have at 2004, at 2004 and 5, £2,500, at 2005, at £2,500 then, that's not a dear bite, look at that, at £2,500 for the JX 1200, ZX, JX, where's that come from? ZX 1200 there, look at that, lovely machine there, at 2005, we need a bit more, have a word with the team upstairs, that's worth more than that, look at that, it's a nice bite that, 579, the Ducati, another lovely bite, 950, £1,000 bid I've got, £1,000 there on the screen with 1,000, 1,000, 1,050, there's £1,100 there, I'll take that 11, £1,100 we've got, £1,100 believe it or not, it's on sale, £1,100 for the Ducati, £1,100 we've got, £1,100 bid 11, £1,100 and 50, 1150, 1150, £1,200 we have at 1,200, at £1,200, at 1,250 then, at 1,250 then, at 1,250 and 13, at 1,350, 1,350, 1,350, £1,400, at £1,400, at £1,400 then at 1,450, at £1,450 then are you all done at £1,100 I've got, at £1,500, at £1,500 then Emma's going to come down at £1,500 and a half, 1,550, £1,600, at £1,600, £1,600 then for the first, second, third and last time at 16. Hammer's coming down 50. Don't leave it to the last second. 1650. £1,700 we've got. £1,700 for the Ducati. 1,700 then at £1,700 for the first, for the second, third and last time at £1,700. Sold. And 580, we're pressing on now, just 20 more to go. 580 is the 3 litre Escapri. There you go, if you don't have a 2.8, you need a 3 litre. I like the 3 litre personally, I like the little bit more rawness to them, I like that. There we are, so 3 litre Capri, one of the earliest Mark 3 4 3 litre V6s. They are a rare car, a real head turner, it will be in bright yellow. Look at that, she's lovely. £7,000 we've got, 7,000, 7 1 2 3 7 3 4 7 4 5 7 5 7 6 7 7 7 8 7 9 7 9 7 9 £8,000 we've got, £8,000. £8,000 bid, 8,000 then, £8,100, 8,001, 8,1, £8,100 bid, 8,1, 8,001, looks cheap compared to that 2.8 that's just went, didn't it, for almost £10,000 more, 8,001, £8,000, 8,001 we've got, 8,1, that's not dear, £8,100 and that's very provisional, Oxfordshire at 8,001, 8,2, 8,002, 8,002, 8.3, 8.4, 8.5 coming I think, yes 8.5, 8,005, 8,005, it's got to be a £9,000 or £10,000 car, surely hasn't it? 8,005 we have, 8,005, 8,500, £8,500. 8,500. £100 then, are we there? 8,500. That's provisional Oxfordshire at 8,500. 8,500 then. £8,500 then. We're going to bring the hammer down at 8,500. Are you sure? At £8,500. That's provisional at 8,500. And now the gold-plated watch there. We don't normally get into watches, to be fair, so please don't ask us to do loads of watches. The only reason we've got a little selection here is because the owner in question has been a friend of the family, has been a very big supporter of the sale for the last 10 years. That's why, and I can trust the guy. I don't know enough about watches to start arguing about whether it is or it isn't. But what I do know is a watch. There you go. Where are we going to be? You tell me. £80 bid, thank you. 80, 90, £100 then. Oh, £100 we've got. Oh, £100 then, at £100 bid. Oh, £100 then. Oh, £100 then. I like a watch. I've got a few watches, never wear one. £100 I have. £100 then. Oh, £100. Are we all done and dusted at £100? Oh, £100 bid. Oh, 100 then for the first. 100 for the second. Third and last time at £100. 582 is the Kawasaki. Now then, this is all proceeds to charity, this bike. All proceeds to charity. And it's been donated to the, let me get this right now, is it the PTSD 999 charity? I think that's what you call it. Excuse me, Ben, if I haven't briefed myself properly on this. Yeah, it is, I think, PTSD 999. There you go. And hopefully we're going to be working in the future with Ben regarding the charity and all the wonderful things that he does. In the meantime, the bike has been basically donated to the cause, so all proceeds are going to go to charity. Every penny you buy, there's no fees on this item, so if you bid 1,000 you pay 1,000 and the charity gets 1,000. That's how it works. That's the fairest way of doing this, so that's how it works. So there we go then. So without further ado, I think we've established what it is and where it is and where it's going. There's 10 bids already on that screen of mine there, Will, and it's 1,600 there. At 1,600. At £1,600 we've got. At £1,600 bid. At £1,600. All proceeds are going to charity. 17. 18 with me on my sheet. 1,008. £1,800. No reserve. It's going. That's it. Was very kindly donated to the charity. Off it goes at £1,800. 1,008. Whatever you bid is what you pay at £1,800. 19. At £1,900 then at 1,009. At £1,900 then. At £1,900. That's what you pay. £1,900. Everything goes off at £1,900 then. Thank you very much for your bids. Oh, £2,000 in Hull. Thank you very much, Hull, at £2,000. At £2,000 we've got a bid in Hull at 2,000. At £2,000 we have. At £2,000 then. At 2,021. 2,001. At £2,100 we have at 2,100. At £2,100 then, are we there? At 2,100. At £2,100 then at 2001. 2001. 2-1. Are we all done at 2001? Thank you for your bids at 2,100. Can I have a name, please, Will? 2001. Who? David. By there's some good Davids out there, isn't there?
That's a common name, though.
Oh, they don't half stand up, don't they? £2,100 from another superstar, David. At £2,100 we've got. At £2,100 then. Hope that's okay for you, Ben. At 21 then. Coming in from David then at £2,100. Thank you ever so much. Well done at £2,100. Sold at 21. Well done. Well done, guys. Well done. Now this is an interesting little lot. There you go. The blacksmith's anvil. Swage block, standard selection of tongs. Look at that. That's a lovely little outfit, isn't it? Where are we going to be on that? You tell me. Got £300 there. £300 we've got. 300 then. At 300 then. 325. £400 we have. At £400 then. At £400 bid at 400. At 400 then. At 400. Are we all done at 425? At 425. Thank you. 425. I see. At 425. At £425 then. Nice little outfit there. Look. 425. At 425, at 425, I'm going to sell provisional at 425, at 425 going once, twice, third and last time. Provisional at 425, and now lot number 584, probably one of my all-time most favourite cars of all time. Is the Rover there, the 3500, certainly Margaret Thatcher's most favourite car. We've been lucky enough to have one or two absolute beauties so far this year, and this is another one. So we've filled our quota, I think, with lovely Rover 3500s already this year. You don't normally get more than 2 or 3 a year nice cars in this type of category and this type of quality. She's a beauty, isn't she, Michael? Drove nearly 300 miles to the sale. A lovely car. A nice thing. It's one of those cars, it's a keeping car. I think we can all agree there are selling cars and there are keeping cars in this industry, and this is a keeping car which will then go into another long-term ownership. So it could be your last chance to buy it for another 5, 10, 15 years. Anyhow, off we go. 16 we've got, 250. At 16,250 and a half. 16,500 and 750 then. At 16,750. At 17,000 pound. At 17,000 we have at 17,000 in County Durham. 17 and a quarter. 17,250's gone, Jack. Sorry. 17,250's gone. 17,500 at 17,750, Jack. At 17,750 is Jack's bid. At 17,750, 18,000 pound. 18,000 pound. 18,000 pound. 18,000 pound with Jack at 18. 18,000 pound we've got. 18,000 pound. Lovely car. 18,000 pound. You are still provisional at the moment. 18,250's just gone, Alan. 18,250 and 5. 18,500. 18,500. 18,500. 18,005 and 750. 18,750. 18,750's gone. 18,750. 19,000 pound. At 19,000 pound. At 19,000 pound. 19,250 at 19,250 with Alan. 19,500. 19,500 pound we have. 19,500. 19,500. 19,750. 19,750. 20,000 pound with Jack at 20,000 pound. Leicester, that was Jack's bid at 20,000 pound. Sorry internet, but he put his board up before your flashed up here. At 20,250. 20,250. 25,500. That's Jack again at 20,005. 20,005. 20,750 with Alan. Jack, 21,000 pounds with Jack. Jack at 21. Alan, 21 and a quarter. 21,250. 21 and a half. Straight back at you with Jack's bid at 21,500. 21,500. 21,750 with Alan. 22 with Jack. At 22 with Jack. 22 and a half. 22 and a half. 22 and a, sorry, 22. Where are we? So was that you or me, Will?
22,250. Yeah.
22,250 with Alan.
Yeah.
You'll have a half. Sorry, I thought it just flashed up there. 22,500. So 22,500 with Jack. 750 with Alan. 22,700. 23 with Jack. 23 with Jack. At 23,000 pound with Jack. Thank you very much. 23,000 pound. That's Jack's bid at 23. At 23,000 pound then. Internet, you're out. Get it all crystal clear. Internet, you're out. Internet's back in then. At Loughborough, back in. 23,250. 23,500. 23,500 with Jack. 23,500. 23,750. Loughborough. It's
Mitchell.
24 with Jack. 24 with Jack. 24. Jack's bid at 24. 24,000 pound with Jack then. It's Jack's telephone bid. He's been in from the start. You've all been trying very hard. Loughborough, you waited then patiently at 24 then. Alan's out. Loughborough, you're out. Internet out. Jack, you're in at 24,000 pound. Fair warning, it's going to go at 24,000. Beautiful car. Beautiful car. Can I ask who that was, please? Jack. Jack, can I ask who that was? John. Got a lovely car, John. Super. Brilliant. There you go then. 585 then. Moving on. 585 is the Michelin first aid enamel sign. First aid kit. There you go then. Where are we then? Where are we? You tell me. 80, 90, 100 pound. We've got a 100 pound bid at 100 then. At 100 pound then. Are we all done at 100 pound? At 100 pound then. At 100 pound then at 100. At 110, 110, 110. 110 we have at what? Excuse me, at 110. At 110. At 110. At 110. 120. At 120 we have at 120. Oh, I've got hiccups now after my cup of tea. 120 then. At 120 we've got. 120 then, we'll put you down then at £120 then. He wants a little more, but I'm sure it'll come. It certainly should at 120. Are we all there? Provisional 120. 586 is the BMW 320. That's a nice car. The BMW 320. There we are, SEI. Now, aren't this model of car is very much in vogue at the moment, isn't it? Very much so. There we are. This period of car, this particular, obviously, model of BMW, very much so. We've got a £4,000 bid there on the screen there, Will. 3 bids taking us to 4. So £4,000 we've got. At £4,000 then. At £4,000. It's on sale at 4,000. 4-1. 4-2 I've got. 4,002 I've got. 4,002. Yep. 4-3 on the internet. 4-4 here with me. 4-4 is here with me. Yes. 4-5 on the internet there. 4,005 on the internet. I'm out. 4,005 and 6 and 7 is in. 4,007. At £4,700 we've got. At £4,700 then. At £4,700 we have at 4-8. 4-8, 4-9. 4,009. £5,000 bid. At 5,001. £5,100 we've got. At 51, 52. £5,200 then, at 5-2 and 3, 5-3, 5,300, at 5,300 then, at £5,300 then, hammers coming down, at 53, are we all done at 5,300? Sold, 587, the Land Rover, the 88 inch, there we are. There we are, I think there's been extensive rear chassis work. It's now in need of some front chassis work, but the back bit's been done, the front bit's got to be done. There we are then. Where are we going to be on that? Reluctant sale, in all fairness, it has been. There we are. You tell me, where would you want to be? You want to start me at £3,000 anywhere? Anyone want to start me at 3,000? At 3,000 asking. Anyone want to jump in at 3,000? I can't start much lower. I'll have a go at 3,000 though. If not, we'll have to move on. You'll have to have a word with the team upstairs in the office. I can't start any lower than 3,000. I know what the owner would like, and it is more than that, so there's not a lot of point in me starting much lower than that, but thank you very much. And lot number 588, it's the Lancia. There we are, the Lancia project car. There we are, an absolute fortune has been spent so far. There's all sorts of stuff. We've got a big list and a big description there about the car, what there is, what there isn't, and all the rest of it. Where are we going to be on that, you tell me? You tell me, I've got to start somewhere. Does someone want to start at £5,000? £5,000. B, obviously make a note, it's not just what you see in the photograph, there's all sorts of information as well and extra parts. Whatever we've got, you can have. There you go. Where we're going to be. Anyone want to jump in at £5,000? I know that projects aren't exactly on fire at the moment, and it's a fair project, but anyone want to jump in at 5? If not, we'll have to move on. We're nearly done for the day. You'll have to have a word with the team upstairs in the office if you've got any interest in the 588. 589, however, is a map of England and Ireland. There we are, and a good one as well. Michael, where are you? There you go. Ah, that's a nice one. I thought I saw it nice and clean. There we are then. 50, 60, 70 pound we've got. At 70 pound then. At 70 pound then. At 70 pound then. At 70 pound. At 70, 80 pound and on sale at 80 and 90. At 90 pound we're going to sell it. At 100 pound it's going to go. At 100 pound then it's on sale off to Gisborough. At 110 pound then. At 110 pound. At 110. At 110 we've got. 110 pound. You want 120 Gisborough? The Mick can take it home for you. There you are, can't you, Michael? Drop it off. There you are. Mick lives in Gisborough. £110, 120. Up Gisborough's back in at 120. At 120 then. At £120 then. I'll ask Mick if he'll take it home for you. At £120, are we all done? We are. There you go. Michael got you lumber with that. He can pick it up from your house. More importantly, Gisborough, pick it up from the pub, because that's where Mick is, and he'll need that map to find the pub. There you are then. 590, the 2001 Triumph. There we are, current bid 750. £750 we've got bid there. At 750 then. At £750 bid. At 750 then, that's provisionally sold at £750. At 750 for the first. At 750 for the second. £800 we've got. Lytham St Anne's at £800 then. £800 bid. £800 then. £800 we've got. £800. £800 then. £800 then. Are we all done at £800 then? We'll submit it for you. 850. 850 up at Thirst there. 850. One more bid and I can put it on sale. 850. One more bid and I can put it on sale. I've got instructions to sell it over 9. One more bid, it's on sale. At the moment it's provisional, £850, £850 then, £850, you're going to lose it for 50 quid, £850 then, I'll pull the lever then, it's going to be £900, Lytham St Anne's on sale, sold, £950, fresh bidder, Kent, £950, £950. At £950 we've got. On sale then, it's going to go. At £950 then, are we all done? Off it goes, it's going. At £950, the hammer's coming down. At £950. It's gone. 591. So we've got 10 more to do. Here we are. This is number 10. In theory, 591. Yamaha tuning fork clock. There we are, the clock there. Again, where are we going to be then? Who wants to start me at a tenner? £10 anywhere for the clock. £10 then, £20, thank you. At £20 then, at £20 then, are we all done at 20? At £20 then, at £20 then, are we all done and dusted at 20? At £20 then, at £20 then, off we go at £20. 592. Number 9. Excuse me, is the 1995 Land Rover 90 Defender TDI. There we are. I had the pleasure of meeting the couple that own the Land Rover, and they're moving a little bit more into town, shall we say. They've been living out in the wilds, as it were, and it sounded like heaven to me, in all fairness. But they are. But they've come to the conclusion that they don't really need a Defender to go round the shops in town. So it's done its job. It's been fantastic for them, and here it is now. It will make a truck. It's a nice thing. They drove it down and showed me probably about a month ago, and then drove it back down again a couple of weeks ago for the sale. So there you are then. Where are we going to be on that? You tell me. We've got £9,000 there. We've got 9. 9,001, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97 we have. £9,700 we've got. At £9,700, that's cheap enough. At £9,700. We're going to sell it at £9,700. It's going to go. 9,008. At £9,800 then, off it goes then to new pastures then at £9,800 then, are we all done? At £9,800 then for the first, 9,800 for the second, third and last time, be warned, it's going to go. It's gone. Top right, I'm done there, Jack. 593 is the SO Happy Motoring Enamel sign. There we are, Happy Motoring sign, £50 and away, thank you, at £50. At £50 then, £50 we've got, £50 then at 50, £50 then, that's cheap enough, at £60 we have. At £60 then, at £60 then, at 60. At £60 then, £70 we've got. At 70, at £70 then, at £70 then again, at 70. At 70, at £70 then, at £70 then we've got. At £70. At £70 then, is that all done? At £70. At £70 then, at £70 then, are we all done and dusted at £70? That's provisional. He's looking for more than that, wrongly, but he is. 594, here we are, 594 is the 1959 Norton. We've got some information about, we've got some bids on both screens here, Will. There's obviously that bid there, and then we've got a load more bids here. I've got some bids with me, but let's just go through the motion slightly. We've got 2, 2, 2, 2, 4, 2, 6, and then we've got 2, 8 there. At 2008 we've got 2008, 2008, 2008, 2, 9, £3,000 bid. At £3,000 we're going to sell. At £3,000 it is on sale at 3,000. 3001's just gone out. 3001, 3001, 32 with Alan down there at 32. 3002 at £3,200 and 33. £3,300 at 3003. 34. 34 with me in the room on the phones at 34. 3,403.5 in Bolton. 3,005. 3,500. 36 as Alan at 36. At 3,600. At £3,600, it's Alan's bid at 3,600 then. Hammer's coming down. Off we go then at £3,600 and fair warning. Alan at 3,600. 595 is the Kismet tester. There we are, nice display piece there for your workshop. There you go then. 595. Well, I've gone on too far. 595, there we are. There it is then, where are we going to be then? £100 on the way, £100 we've got. At 100 then, 110, 120, 130 and sold. At £130 then, at 130 then, 130, North Allerton at 130. At £130 then, 140, 140, 140 then, at 140 then, that's it, it's gone, it's sold, it's off to North Allerton at £140 fair warning. God, 140. And moving on to the BMW, the 1979 BMW. There we are. Cherry motorcycle with panniers there. I had 1,000 on my sheet there, and I had 1,000 on the screen. We've got 1,000, we've got 11, we've got 12, we've got 13, we've got 14. At £1,400 then. At £1,400, lovely bike from a proper guy. At £1,500 we've got on 16. £1,600 at 16. At £1,600 came from the right stable, I can assure you. 17, 18, Jack? No, 17. 17 was that? 17, sorry, we'll hit the button before. £1,700 with your bid. £1,700. £1,700 then at 17. Jack's bid at 17. 18 in Bolton. 18 in Bolton. 18. 19 says Jack. 19. £1,900 at 19 then. £2,000 in Bolton at £2,000. £2,000. At £2,000 bid, at 2,000, thank you for letting me know. At £2,000, are we all done? It's going to go. At £2,000 then, hammer's coming down at £2,000. Sold, 597. The at cost enamel sign, again, excuse me, great for the side of your building. If you've got an old barn, you need that on the side of it. £10 we've got, thank you, £10, £10, £15, £20 we have. At £20 bid, excuse me, at £20. At £20 we have. At £20 bid. At £20 then and 30, 25, sorry, 25. At 25. £30 coming at £30. £35 there, 35 quid. At 35 and £40 then at 40. £40 then at 45. 45 and £50 and on sale and sold at 50. At £50 it's going to go. At £50 then on sale at 55. 55 then at 55. 55 then, 55 then for the first, 55 for the second, third and last time then, hammer's coming down at 55, hammer's down, and then the Land Rover, Defender 110, high capacity pickup. Let's have a quick mouthful of tea. I like a pickup. I think they suit a pickup. There's a 110, the 90 I'm not so sure about, the 110 does. There we are then, where we're going to be on that 13,000, thank you, 13. At £13,000 then. 13,2, 13,4, 13,6. At 13,600, that's a cheap truck. At 13,600. At £13,600. 13,6. 13,7. 13,7. Very, very provisional. 13,007. £13,700. 13,7. We'll make a note. Welsh Paul, but I think it achieved more last time. I think from memory, I'm sure it did. At 13.7, we have that many defenders knocking around. At 13.7, at 13.7, it's extremely provisional. At 13.7, at £13,700 then, we'll put you down. At 13,700, we'll make a record of it and see what's what. At £13,700 then, extremely provisional. 599, we're nearly there. 599 is a little 1970 midget. There she is, look at her little beauty. Nice bit of information there is supplied by Alan. He's changed the diff to the 3.5 for better cruising, that'd be nice. Auto sprint, mild road specification, 266 cam, light and balanced flywheel. Oh, I bet she's a lovely little beauty. There you are. He's been very honest there. The engine rattles and start up when cold, don't they all? Slight oil leak from the rear of the engine. Yeah, well, you'll never do it, will you? But there you go. Very honest of you. £2,700 on that screen there, Will, while we've been chatting. At £2,700 we've got. £2,700 then at 28. At 2008. Sold then at 2008 and 2,900. 2009. 2009 and £3,000. £3,000 we've got. At 3,102. 32, 3, 33. 34, 34, 3,004, 3,004 and 5, 35 and 6, £3,600 we have. At 3,006 and 7, £3,700. At £3,700 we've got. At £3,700 then. At 37 going once, 37 going twice, third and last time, off we go at £3,700. Sold. And the last one of the day, ladies and gentlemen, lot number 600 then, is the Gold Flax Secrets enamel sign. There we go. Again, nice size, go anywhere size sign. Where we're going to be? We've got 10, we've got 20, we've got 30, we've got 40, we've got 40, we've got £50 bid, we've got 50, £60 we have. At £60 we've got. Nice little sign that, £60 then. Last one of the day at £60 are we all done? £70 then. On sale at 70 it's going to go. At £70 I'm going to sell it. At £70 then. At £70 then for the first. £80 bid, £80 we've got. £80 then, £80, £90 then at £90. At £90 then at 90. At £90 then, Hammer's coming down at £90 then, are we all done at 90? We are sold, and just a few provisionals that we've converted. Lot number 495, the black cat sign that was floating around earlier. Sold. 499, a metro sign. 41514, apologies, 959, the BSA. 458, the 1968 Honda, that's been sold. And 508, the 1974 Yamaha, that has also found a new home. So that's us for today. We're back again at 10 o'clock in the morning. And look at what's coming up first, 6:01, the lovely Motorcraft clock. Look, that's going to be under the hammer at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. That's a lovely bit of kit, that'll do well tomorrow. For now, thank you ever so much. Have a lovely evening. Thank you for today. Thank you everybody who comes in and helps out. The whole crowd. We'll see you in the morning. Good night and God bless. Well done. Right, shut them.